We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. It's Game 6 of this year's Fall Classic between the Chicago Cubs and the Oakland A's. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, obviously, a lot of things still up in the air as we get ready for Game 6.
It's been a tight series so far, which we kind of expected when we started, but now it's backs up against the wall time. The series has shifted locations, and now these guys need to win the final 2 games at home to win it. This crowd should certainly help, but they've still got a tough task at hand.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on the show. And we'll have it for you next. Sam Tony will look to keep their World Series hopes alive on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
Eric Calhoun is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0.
First pitch, 7-0-6.
Pitch on the way. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. And we could be in for a cold one tonight. 52 degrees at game time, but should see the 40s before we're through. Now the 2-0.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. And he lays off, ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
And that's just an incredible job at the plate by the leadoff man there. Not only did he make the pitch and throw a ton of pitchers and bust his tail, but he also won the battle and earned a free pass.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, Dero, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
The 1-1 home.
That's a ball.
Tony has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact.
Yeah, Matt, and that's not an easy thing to do. I think one of the reasons is he changes speeds really well, and he throws both sides of the plate. One of the keys to missing the barrels, you have to be able to throw inside and throw outside, and he's about as good as it gets in baseball at missing barrels.
Calhoun on at first, nobody out. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
One thing to take note of is how these last two batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
Now a throw over to first, and the runner back in standing. A runner at first with no outs here. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Standing in now, Monty Perez. Pitch is high, the throw. It's wide, and he's in there with the stolen base. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
Rosario is there now, and he has it, 2 gone.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Salvador Sanchez.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Salvador Sanchez. First opportunity for him here with the leadoff man still standing at second. 2 gone now. He's ready now. The pitch. We'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right, and that's a fair ball. He'll get it into second.
This is why it's so important to give your cleanup hitter an opportunity to hit with runners in scoring position. He does just what he's supposed to do, lacing a double and driving in a run, just like you draw it up.
First pitch on its way. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
Swinging a soft liner, and this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. On to the bottom of the first. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Jeff Mesa gets the ball with a world championship on the line. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, when you look up the definition of rock solid for a starting pitcher, this is your kind of guy. Career ERA under 3, just knows how to get it done, controls the running game, limits the amount of damage, and more importantly, he knows how to win, and that's why it's going to be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
First delivery to him on the way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. And the pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Into the box, Evan Castillo, as he'll take a look at ball one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2-0 now. Hard ground ball to third. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with.
The designated hitter.
Well, when you're making that throw all the way across, you've got to make sure you gather and fire, because if you don't, the ball will sink on you. Look like he tried to finesse that one a bit too much, and they'll hit him with an error.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Runners on first with 1 down. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, I think this is going to be the key to his success out on the mound. That good movement on that two-seam fastball is going to keep that ball in the yard and keep this offense on its toes.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, Jeff.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
And he's back standing. The 1-2. Runners on the move for second. Fouled away. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a throw over, and he's back in standing. Hit back up the middle. Oh, beautiful dive. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So no runs or hits here as the error turns out to be unimportant. On now to the top half of inning number 2. The Cubs lead this one 1-0. So stepping in, Bobby Baldwin. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Bobby Baldwin.
Here it comes. windup and the 0-2 pitch. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
At the plate, Monty Ackerman, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. One out, nobody on. Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
The 1-2 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. And with 2 away now, let's take another look at our playoff brackets. And, of course, the question on everybody's mind, will we crown a champion here tonight? Ready now, Carmen Muscara, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And now a pitch on the way. A fastball here, too low. It's 1-0. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2. The 2-0 on the way.
3 balls, no strikes.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
3-0 pitch.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Digging in, Andres Ortega, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Here it comes, 2-0. There's a strike. It's 2-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And he fouls this one off.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Hit hard down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and his side is retired. One left for the Cubs. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Leading off the inning, Ty Gidry, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Gidry.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Smoke toward third. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Coming to the plate now, Freddie Marmalejo. Freddie with the first pitch. Here it comes. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
1-1 the count. Has a look, now the pitch. 2-1. Sliced hard on the ground. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
That's just an excellent job by the batter right there. 3 pitches on the outer half of the zone. Didn't try and do too much. Kept the front hip in. Kept the front shoulder in. Played with the opposite side of the field. Quality AB.
So now to the plate, Brian Rosario. 1 ball, no strikes the count. And he popped him up. And that's going to get the job done. It's a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Giro, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with 1 swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
As a look, now the pitch. Strike taken up in the zone.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Strikes to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. One ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Hit out towards second. Oh, a diving stop to second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Hey, base is loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ernie Kessler, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit on the ground to third. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More from Game 6 after this message and a word from our local stations. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Eric Calhoun. Here comes the first pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The right fielder, number 16, Heintz.
Settling in now, Jared Heintz. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1.
Count 1-0.
1-0 is a curveball that's over for strike 1.
Nope.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
At the plate now, Monty Perez. Chopper foul. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Lifted in the air to center. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. After 2.5, it remains a 1-1 ball game.
Leading up for the A's, the second baseman, Lamar Wilson.
First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Now here's the pitch. Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Striding in for Oakland, William Fisher. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's a ball. Ball 1, no strike.
1-0. Pitch out. Nothing doing.
No strike.
Throw over to first, but the runner's back easily. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Line toward the alley.
Pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
In now, Evan Castillo, as he'll fall behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone. It's strike one. It comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
One of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Out here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind on the count 1 and 2. You're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Into the box now, Carmine Beltran, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Runners are at first and second with one away. And he takes strike two.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. Here comes the right fielder, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Into the box, Ty Gidry. Guess he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Certainly a big moment in this game. Bases loaded, tie score. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Bases are loaded with only one out. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1 and 2.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, Freddie Marmalejo, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. Now a fly ball, right center field. Nobody's going to catch up with this one. It's going to get down for extra bases. It's cut off, so all 3 runners are in to score.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a 3-run double every day of the week.
At the plate, Brian Rosario lifted down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move, and no one will track it down. Fastball well outside. Three runs already home here. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that's going to fall for a base hit. The relay on to second, but he's in safely as a run will score on the play as well. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
So now to the plate, Mackenzie Villanueva as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. 4 runs here in this half inning. Ground ball left side. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We're through 3 here in game number 6. It's the A's 5 and the Cubs 1. All set for the start of the 4th. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Salvador Sanchez.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Now the 2-0.
No way anyone's thinking changeup, so if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Now the 2-1. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, shortstop, Mariano Velez.
The next Cub up, Mariano Velez. Here comes the first pitch. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. 5-1 our score as we play the 4th here. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Takes this the other way to right. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try and do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
Now a move over to first, and a dive, but he's back. At the plate now, Bobby Baldwin fouled off. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-1. Strike two, swinging.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Comes back with the cut fastball for strike three called, and there are two down. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Into the box now, Monty Ackerman. Pitch out, nothing doing. One run, two hits, one error for the Cubs to this point. And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. He's not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Eddie. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing a single could be all it takes to push a run across.
Now the 2-0 home. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul. 2-1.
Hey, last two pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
3-1 to the Cubs left fielder. Runner in scoring position at second with two down. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Got him swinging, made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning.
Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We've got more. It's game 6, and we're back after this. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the A's offense with Oakland's manager, and he's really pleased with how they've performed in run-scoring opportunities in this one. They've obviously put a good amount of runs on the board, and part of that has been the 4 hits they've collected with runners in scoring position. On top of that, they haven't left many guys on base, so getting them on and getting them in has indeed been the name of the game for them, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And standing in is the veteran third baseman, Ernie Kessler. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Hit in the air down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. And there's one down now.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Now, pitch on the way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2 and 2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0 and 2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3 and 2.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Ackerman will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, William Fisher.
Ready for another shot now. William Fisher, he singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Two out, nobody on. Hit on the ground out to short, right to him. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. A's are gone in order. They're up 5-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said the high pitch count they've run up is a result of a lot of great battles at the plate by his guys, and he's not wrong. So far, they've worked 5 full counts in their at-bats.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Sean Dwyer enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 3, Sean Dwyer.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And that'll give way to the third baseman, Carmen Muscara.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting, the catcher, Andres Ortega.
So in now for Chicago, Andres Ortega. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. A 1 pitch on its way. And he popped him up. Kidry has room in foul territory, but this will land untouched.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Now another 2-2. And he got him. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Eric Calhoun. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now here it comes. Good take there to lay off the high fastball. This is in the air out to right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Raymond Enfield gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
For Chicago, number 29, Raymond Enfield.
Digging in once again, Evan Castillo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Ortega is underneath this one, and very quickly one gone. The Cubs are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Carmine Beltran started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Skied into straightaway right. Heintz is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now back, first baseman, Guidry.
So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Ty Guidry. Here comes the first pitch.
0-1.
Enfield, once a member of the Cardinals organization, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, Matty, there's not too many guys in their mid to late 30s that are going to get more than a 1-year deal, but this guy is a veteran presence in this clubhouse and on this roster, and he has been invaluable.
2-1 to the A's first baseman. Now that's popped up. Muscara in foul ground, and that's the 3rd out. 1-2-3 go the A's. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Top half of the 6th about to get started. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Jared Heintz. First pitch on its way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Set to deal on 2-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
To the plate now, Monty Perez. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Fouled away. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
In now, Salvador Sanchez, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now the 0-1.
That's a ball.
Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Now a swing and a fly ball. But this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball. The next 3-2. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
So striding in, Mariano Velez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. from the stretch. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. 2 out with the man at first. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. High and deep down the left field line. And no one will get this one. And another foul ball. He'll try again. 1-2. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. They're down 5-1. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next it'll be the outfielder, Freddie Marmalejo. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Ackerman is there, and he'll bring this one in.
The center fielder, number 22, Brian Rosario.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Brian Rosario. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Racing back the right fielder. And it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center. His first homer here in the series, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Stepping in now, Mckenzie Villanueva. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Calhoun takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
The third baseman, number 4, Ernie Kessler.
Stepping in, Ernie Kessler. First offering on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Hit well on the ground to first. He's got it. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. The A's add on to their lead with the solo home run. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th, and this is now a 6-1 ball game. Harvey Harding is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 1, Harvey Harding.
Into the box now, Bobby Baldwin. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Not likely to see a fourth fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box, Monty Ackerman, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0 home. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full. 3-2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
1 out, nobody on. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Grounded back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, sometimes you get lucky right there. It looked like a 3-2 pitch out of the zone. Could have got on base via the walk, but he wanted to knock instead.
So now to the plate, Carmen Muscara. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Ooh, and he finds his spot there. 1-1. One and two.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Hit in the air down the left field line. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Cubs, the catcher, Ortega.
Thomas Gowdy will get the
Thomas Gowdy.
Andres Ortega will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he starts him out with one high and tight, ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. That evens it up, 1-1. Here's a look over to first. Runner's back. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Nope, that's down.
Calhoun would be next. 2 out with the man at first. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Eric Calhoun. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball, that's outside.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A's bullpen does its job. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the A's 6 and the Cubs 1. Now at the plate, Lamar Wilson.
The second baseman, Lamar Wilson.
First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes.
Count 1-0.
A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, William Fisher. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard to third. He's right there. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation on his face. So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Evan Castillo. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. Runner back safely. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope, that's the ball.
The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one. And here's a ball hit in the air.
But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen.
Runners on first with one down. Just keeping him float. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. In tight with the slider, 2-2. Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
At the plate now, Carmen Beltran, as he'll take a look at ball one. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a two-run homer down the line in left, his second home run of the series, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
And with one swing at a bat, he shows you why he's dripping with tools. He's got the speed. He's got the power. You don't know how to attack this guy. You can't put him on base with a knock or a walk, or he'll just end up on second or third. And if you leave something over the heart of the plate, that's what can happen.
Saul Waring enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Saul Waring.
Standing in now, Ty Gidry, as it's grounded sharply to first, reined in. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one pitch, and the inning is over. But the Athletics strike for two, both coming on this two-run home run. We'll march on to the eighth. It is now 8-1. Juan Feliz has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth. Coming to the plate now, Jared Heintz.
The right fielder, Jared Heintz.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. The 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
And he fouls this one off. Here he comes again, 1-2. Line shot to first, and there's one away. Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Monty Perez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Now the pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
At the plate, Salvador Sanchez, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And this is popped up near second base. Wilson has got it, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Freddie Marmalejo. Pitch on the way. Hit hard back up the middle. Oh, he makes the stop. Got him. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard.
Oh, man, once it got past the pitcher, I figured it was a base hit, but then the shortstop comes out of nowhere to make the diving stop. That was incredible.
Digging in, Brian Rosario, and he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. Here comes the first pitch. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-0. This is back toward the mound. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Boy, talk about having a day, Devo. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Into the box now, Mckenzie Villanueva, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Throw over to first, runner back standing. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Slow roller down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Slapped hard the opposite way, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the 2nd out.
The third baseman, number 4, Ernie Kessler.
Standing in, Ernie Kessler, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
It's very difficult being a switch hitter, and very rarely do you see the same hitter from both sides of the plate. He's a far superior hitter from the left side as opposed to the right side.
And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Now the 2-0. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
To the plate now, Lamar Wilson batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
Into the box, William Fisher, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Change up low, 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
2 down, runners at first and second. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Matthew Brandon comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Evan Castillo will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Popped him up. Ortega is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 left. Game 6 is on to the 9th inning now. It's the A's 9 and the Cubs 1. Johnny Darden comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Striding in, Mariano Velez starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First delivery to him on the way. Fouled off. Wind up and the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Way outside. 1-2. Fouled away.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Line toward the gap in left center. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
The center fielder,
Now that was an impressive vertical on this guy. As we take a look at it on replay, we can see just how high he had to get up to make that catch. That play might earn him a steak dinner from the pitcher.
So coming to the plate, Bobby Baldwin. First offering on its way.
Ball one.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. One out, nobody on. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. And he fouls this one off.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
The 2-1 home. High in the air out to center field. Rosario is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
Now back, left fielder, Monty Ackerman.
Digging in, Monty Ackerman. First pitch coming, here it is. Lofted in the air out toward right center. The catch is made, and the A's have come home and gotten the victory they needed. It'll set up Game 7 tomorrow for all the marbles as this one is over.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just a great all-around performance from him at the plate. As the stats indicate, ended up with 4 hits, including a home run. So there's no doubt he was instrumental in leading these guys to the victory.
9-1 is the way this one ends. Oakland even the series at 3 and force a World Series Game 7. Sean Dwyer earns the victory on the mound. Jeff Mesa was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 9 runs, 12 hits. No errors, they left 6 men on base. For the Cubs, 1 run on 3 hits, 2 errors, they left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 14 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.